What if the most important part of your day was the part that you've been rushing through or skipping altogether? This is the 1% Morning, and if you ever felt behind before your day even begins, this book is for you. You don't need to wake up at 4 a.m. like I do. You don't even need to meditate for an hour or have the perfect planner. What you do need is a moment to take control before the world takes it from you. In this audiobook, we'll walk through simple habits that world-class performers use to start strong, and how you can do the same thing with just 5, 15, or 60 minutes a day. We'll explore the neuroscience of morning momentum, why most people lose their day in the first 10 minutes, how to design a morning routine that works even with kids, stress, or chaos, and how to connect your mornings to do something deeper than just productivity. This isn't about being perfect. It's about showing up with purpose, one small win at a time. Because when you start your mornings with intention, everything else changes. Before we dive into chapter 1, here's a quick note. This audiobook is AI narrated, but every word that you're about to hear is written, structured, and researched by real people. Better Life Library is committed to audiobooks that are actually worth listening to. That means science-backed insights, real routines, and powerful shifts, not just filler. If you find this book valuable, don't forget to subscribe, hit like, and leave a comment. We read every single one, and your feedback helps us grow. Let's get started.
The 1% Morning, Small Wins, Big Results. Introduction, The Power of the Morning. There's something sacred about the early hours. Before the emails start pinging. Before the to-do lists take over. Before the world asks anything from you, there's a window. A quiet moment that belongs entirely to you. It's in that space, the morning, where the most powerful habits are born. Ask almost any high performer, entrepreneur, or athlete, and you'll hear the same thing. Mornings matter more than we think. Jack Dorsey, co-founder of Twitter and Square, starts his day with meditation and a quick workout. Oprah Winfrey carves out quiet time each morning for reflection and intention. Tim Cook, Apple's CEO, wakes up at 3:45 a.m. to get a head start on his day. Not because he has to, but because he wants to. They don't all follow the same formula, but they share the same truth. The way you start your day shapes the way you show up. This audiobook is about reclaiming your mornings, not with hustle or hype, but with simple, powerful habits that compound over time. That's where the 1% principle comes in. You don't need to overhaul your entire life. You don't need to wake up at 4 a.m. tomorrow. You just need to improve by 1% consistently. Because 1% better each day doesn't just add up, it multiplies. In fact, if you got just 1% better every morning for an entire year, 365 days, you wouldn't be 365% better. You'd be over 37 times better. That's the power of compounding improvement. Small actions done daily lead to massive change. Drink a glass of water. Write down 3 goals. Move your body for 5 minutes. Center your mind with 1 deep breath. Tiny actions repeated daily lead to massive results. This audiobook is your blueprint. You'll discover science-backed morning habits for energy, focus, and momentum. Real-world routines from top performers and thinkers. Quick wins for when you're short on time. Full hour-long rituals for those ready to go deeper. And a 30-day challenge to help you lock it in for good. Whether you're a busy parent, an entrepreneur, or just someone trying to get a little more control back in your day, this is for you. You don't have to be perfect. You don't have to do it all. You just have to start. One small win at a time. One morning at a time. Welcome to the 1% Morning. Chapter 1. Reclaiming your morning, why it all starts here. Most people don't lose their day at 2 p.m. They lose it in the first 10 minutes after waking up. You wake up late. Scroll your phone. Rush through breakfast if you eat at all. Then the emails hit. The kids need something. You're already behind. And from there, it's damage control. You didn't plan it that way. But your day got hijacked before it even began. The hidden cost of mornings on autopilot. Here's the truth. If you don't own your morning, something else will. Your phone, your stress, your inbox, the mood you woke up in. And once your day is running on someone else's terms, it's hard to get back control. That's because the morning is when your brain is freshest. It's your one shot at starting from zero, clean, undistracted, and full of potential. But that window doesn't stay open long. And if you waste it, you waste your sharpest, most creative self. The psychology of habit loops and decision fatigue. Your brain is wired for routine. That's a good thing. Habits free up your mental energy. But here's the catch. Your brain doesn't care what the habit is. It just wants predictability. If your habit is to hit snooze 3 times, scroll Instagram, then chug coffee and race out the door, your brain says, "Great, let's do it again tomorrow." That's how we fall into habit loops. Every repeated behavior gets wired in deeper. Eventually, it doesn't feel like a choice. It feels like your personality. But it's not. It's a pattern. And the more choices you delay or rush through in the morning, the more mental energy you drain. That's called decision fatigue, and it's real. It's why Barack Obama famously wore the same suits every day. Not because he didn't care, but because he didn't want to waste brain power choosing an outfit. He saved that energy for real decisions. Your morning should do the same. It should automate your success. How high performers protect their mornings. Successful people don't leave their mornings to chance. They guard them like sacred ground. They have rules, routines, rituals, not because they're rigid, but because they know the cost of starting the day reactive. Oprah starts with stillness and gratitude. Tim Cook is in the gym before dawn. Jack Dorsey meditates, journals, and does a high-intensity bodyweight workout, all before breakfast. These aren't random habits. They're systems for starting the day with clarity, energy, and intention. They don't wait for motivation. They build momentum. That's the key difference. The science of morning mindset and energy. When you wake up, your brain is highly impressionable. Cortisol levels are naturally elevated, which means you're more alert, but also more sensitive to stress. What you do in the first 30 minutes sets the tone for the rest of your day. That's not woo-woo, it's biology. Start with chaos and clutter. You prime your brain for overwhelm. Start with calm and control. You prime it for focus. Your morning also impacts your dopamine system, the motivation chemical. When you knock out a small win early, like journaling, stretching, or completing a task, dopamine is released. And dopamine builds momentum. You start chasing more wins. It's a feedback loop. Win your morning, feel productive, act productive, get results, feel even more motivated. And it all starts with your first choice of the day. Your morning as a launch pad. You don't need a perfect morning. You just need a consistent one. One that anchors your focus, sparks your energy, moves you forward even by 1%. Your morning is not the warm-up. It's the launch pad. If you can win those first 20 to 60 minutes, even in a small way, you flip the script. You stop reacting and start leading. You shift from autopilot to intention. The rest of this book will show you exactly how to do that, from 5-minute wins to full hour-long routines. But before we jump into the how, remember this. The most powerful shift you can make isn't in your schedule. It's in your mindset. The belief that your morning is yours, not something to survive, but something to own. That belief, it changes everything. Chapter 2. The 5-minute wins, starting small, thinking big. Let's be honest. Sometimes you don't have an hour. You don't even have 30 minutes. Maybe you hit snooze too many times. Or your kid threw up. Or you just woke up in a fog. That's life. But here's the good news. You don't need a perfect morning to have a powerful one. You just need a win. And you can create one in 5 minutes or less. We're not talking about life-changing, Instagram-worthy routines here. We're talking about tiny victories, simple actions that take almost no time but give you clarity, momentum, and control. They may be small, but they send a big message. I showed up today. Let's walk through 5 of the most powerful 5-minute wins you can start using tomorrow morning or even today. 1. Drink water. Reboot your system. After 7 to 8 hours of sleep, your body is dehydrated. Even mild dehydration makes you foggy, irritable, and sluggish. The fix? 1 glass of water. Right away. It wakes up your organs, flushes out toxins, and improves alertness and energy almost instantly. In fact, studies show that drinking water in the morning improves cognitive function and mood, especially working memory and focus. It's free, it's easy, and it works. Make it the first thing you do when you wake up. Before coffee, before your phone, before anything else. That's your first win. 2. Gratitude journaling. Rewire your brain for positivity. Negativity is the brain's default setting. Gratitude is how you change the channel. You don't need a fancy notebook or long entry. Just grab a pen and write down 3 things you're thankful for. Big or small. A warm bed. A quiet morning. The fact that you didn't quit yesterday. Why does this matter? Because research shows gratitude increases happiness, lowers stress and anxiety, improves sleep and emotional resilience. It literally rewires your brain to look for the good. And when you start your day with that lens, you see opportunities instead of obstacles. You feel lighter, stronger, more grounded. That's your second win. 3. Deep breathing or 2-minute meditation. Calm the noise. Most of us wake up already tense. Our thoughts race before our feet hit the floor. What do I have to do today? What did I forget yesterday? But your brain wasn't built to operate in chaos. It was built to function best from a place of clarity. That's where intentional breathing comes in. Take just 2 minutes. Sit, close your eyes, and breathe. Try a simple rhythm. Inhale for 4. Hold for 4. Exhale for 4. Hold for 4. Repeat. Or use an app. Or just sit in silence. This isn't about being zen. It's about controlling your state. When you breathe slowly, your heart rate drops. Your nervous system calms. Your thoughts slow down. You create space before the day fills it up. That's your third win. 4. Move your body, wake it up. Energy isn't something you wait for. It's something you generate. And one of the fastest ways to do that is to move. No need for a gym or a change of clothes. Just 1 to 5 minutes of light movement. 20 jumping jacks. 10 push-ups. A quick stretch. A 1-song dance party. Seriously, movement increases blood flow and oxygen to your brain. It boosts dopamine and focus. And it tells your body, we're on. Let's go. You don't need to break a sweat. Just break the inertia. That's your fourth win. 5. 3-task day planning. Get clear before you get busy. Most people start their day reacting to email, texts, the noise. But successful people start with clarity. Take 2 to 3 minutes and write down your top 3 priorities for the day. Not a 20-task to-do list. Just 3. These are your MITs, your most important tasks. The stuff that, if done, would make the day a win. This one habit alone can reduce overwhelm, improve focus, increase follow-through, and it helps you say no to distractions because you've already said yes to what matters. That's your 5th win. Stacking the wins, momentum over motivation. Here's where the magic happens. Stack them. You don't need to do all 5 right away, but you can layer them over time. Start with water. Add gratitude. Next week, try breathing. Then a stretch. Then a to-do list. Each habit only takes a minute or 2, but together they become a morning momentum machine. No willpower needed. Just rhythm. Just a series of small wins that say, I'm in control. I'm moving forward. I've already won today. And that's how you change your life. Not with one big move, but with 1% wins every morning.
One glass of water, one deep breath, one small decision to take control of your day. That's all it takes to start building momentum. You don't need a perfect morning. You just need one that you can repeat, even on your worst days. In the next part of 1% Morning, we'll go deeper. You'll learn how to turn 15 to 30 minutes into a full system. A stack of high leverage habits that energize your body, sharpen your focus, and anchor your mindsets. There's practical routines you can start tomorrow. Ready to go from scattered to stacked? Don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss part 2. And let's build your rhythm.